Lots of customers will tell us how much money they're losing for every minute something's not working. So why not get some insurance and make sure that never happens?
While you're losing time, data, possibly damaging your company's reputation, the IT company is actually making more money. Instead of paying for your downtime and lost productivity, you're now actually paying for your uptime.
We had a previous provider who was good, but he was one person. And what CIM brings to the table is a team, and they're there for us basically 7/24 and 365, and we've had to use them in that capacity as well. They provide full service for our IT needs, and you can find providers out there that will handle one part of our needs, but not someone who does the full service, and they fill that gap for us.
I'd say we've been surprised from day one with the level of service we've received. We were very cynical after the previous IT company, and was like, okay, here we go again. We've heard all these things, but they've delivered.
I would rate CIM's expertise very high, even higher than what we had experienced with our own internal staff prior to that person leaving. We had to spend considerable amounts of money to keep that person trained. And even then, we felt that CIM offered a higher level of expertise.
If we were to try to do all the technology enhancements we've done in the last 14 years with CIM solutions, I would have to probably add at least 2 or 3 key certified Microsoft personnel. So we've significantly saved money with regards to not only hiring people, but also training people.
We evaluated which solution to choose, whether in-house or contracted out to CIM, on a fairly extensive basis. We ended up choosing CIM because we believed that we could achieve a higher level of support on a more cost-efficient basis.
They are very cost-effective. The cost went down.
We don't have CIM on site that often because the issues are prevented. There's always issues, but the costs are dramatically lower than our previous IT.
It's a huge value for us to know that our costs for IT support with CIM is quite predictable. Our budgets are very tight these days. So knowing that there's not going to be a huge amount of variability in your costs, and your IT support costs especially, is quite comforting.
What I like about CIM and the way their billing works is that I know the cost ahead of time. I know how much I'm going to be paying for the next year, as opposed to previously we didn't know. We didn't even have a budget for IT. It was all over the place.
CIM allows us to continually improve business processes, but not worrying about the day-to-day mundane, keeping the system up and running.
We pride ourselves in being a paperless office, and the last thing you want to do is explain to someone why your system's not working, because if your system's not working, people are not working. If people are not working, you're not providing service to the client. You're not providing service to the client, you're not billing the client.
Since we started using CIM solution, we felt there's no need to have any IT staff. Our needs are met anytime. They're only a phone call away or an email, and it's been going perfectly.
They handle everything. I mean, we're not large enough to have our own IT person, so we rely solely on CIM for virtually everything.
We've thought about bringing in-house IT expertise, but the thought really fades quickly. What we get from CIM, we can't afford to pay for ourselves, and we're really thrilled with the service levels they provide.
Any type of supplier I want to bring in-house always has to be an extension of my IT department. We run 16 branches across Canada, 230 employees with a staff of 3 people. Those are pretty impressive numbers with regards to having the network and the technology that we do have. Those are things that we would never have without CIM.